I owe it to someone.
There are many movies that never receive the financial success or the accolades that they deserve. In this case, Emilio Estevez's pet project, The War at Home, was a murdered masterpiece. I know it sounds a tad inappropriate to say that a movie was murdered, but if a movie was given paltry distribution and no chance at the success that it could have been, I'd say that it was murdered, especially if it had potential. This is Jimmy Steller. This is a movie review I've long wanted to make, simply because I'd love to raise awareness for this movie in any way that I can, considering the distribution it never got. Emilio Estevez is most known for being part of the Brat Pack, which was basically a group of actors and actresses, in case you didn't know about this, who made The Breakfast Club, St. Elmo's Fire, and a bunch of other 1980s movies about young people in the decade. I know it's hard to think of Emilio Estevez as a very talented and dramatic actor, considering Laurence Olivier isn't rushing to do movies like Mighty Ducks. But in between those movies, Emilio was able to give some truly talented performances. Most of the people that I've talked to about it consider Young Guns and its sequel to be Estevez's top performances. Before I saw The War at Home, I would have wholeheartedly agreed with them. But in these later years, he has shown us a whole new side to his talent. Not only has he maintained his excellent acting skills in The War at Home and Bobby, he's also shown us that he can be an excellent writer and director. So without further ado, let's actually talk about the movie itself. The film revolves around the Collier family who lives in Texas. The year is 1972. It's the end of the Vietnam War, and the son of the family, Jeremy, has returned home from the war, and is now trying to settle back into the life he once led. The other three members of the family are his adult sister, Karen, played by Kimberly Williams, his father, Bob, played by Estevez's real father, Martin Sheen, and the mother, Maureen, played by Kathy Bates. The film shows us early scenes of conflict building up. We see Jeremy bottling himself up and holding inside all those terrible experiences that happened to him, and we also see the father and the mother being completely unable to understand why he's doing that. They don't even try to understand. They just have these assumptions about war and who their son is that they just are so blind to what he's really feeling. The only one who really tries to understand him is Karen, but he's too busy shutting her out, so it's all just one giant standoff that's waiting for a spark. Eventually, Jeremy gets so contemptuous of them all that even Karen stops reaching out to him and just tries to keep him out of the way, keep him quiet, as if he's some kind of dog that can be appeased with snacks. Because the whole reason they're doing this, though, is that the Thanksgiving dinner that they all value, or Jeremy used to value, is on its way, and they want to make sure that they look normal to the rest of the family. When it's finally time for Thanksgiving dinner, and the extended family has shown up at the doorstep, we have a pretty good idea of what Karen, Bob, and Maureen are going to do and say, but with Jeremy, it's still a mystery. We don't know what he's going to do, or why he's going to do it. We just know that he's going to disturb the peace somehow. Thanks to screenwriter James Duff, the movie has wonderful dialogue, and a wonderful set of actors to portray the characters who are talking. The characters feel natural, real, and with personality. Of course, when the big conclusion comes up, we are once again surprised by the twist of events, as we should be in a movie like this. If you want to get more of an idea of how important this was to Estevez, consider that he actually acted in the third Mighty Ducks movie simply to get funding for this movie from Disney. And when Disney gave this a paltry distribution, Estevez almost quit the film business. Kudos to Emilio Estevez and everybody who worked on that project, because for me it was one of the most powerful films of the 90s. That's all I have to say for now. Thanks for listening, and hopefully you get a chance to see this movie.